what are some of the really good things that Android in general does? If you want to name drop like any specific devices, go ahead. But what are some things that really you're just like, oh, I wish Apple did that. I think I already know which one you're going to say.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple things I could say, and they're going to be cliche, but they're still the biggest things when it comes to differences. Customization is going to be number one. I've had the most beautiful themes that I've customized on my Android phones. My Pixel 5, I wish I could take that theme and use it on my iPhone 12 Pro Max. The name's getting too long. But on that, I know you could use shortcuts for icon customization now, but I don't want to have to launch a shortcut every time I want to click on an icon for an app. So it's not a true customization like people thought it would. Like I see ads on Instagram sometimes for icon packs for the iPhone, and it's just like, no, I'm not trying to. It's not ready yet for that. Regardless, customization would be number one. Number two, I still think, I don't know, the premium feel that the iPhones have now is starting to kind of have diminishing returns for me. Like, I think the Pixel 5 is the best feeling phone in your hand. It feels strong, yet at the same time, it feels like, it's hard to explain.
I guess it's technically not. It's a combination of aluminum and
right.
polymers.
Yeah.
But so that, I mean, I don't want to say plastic, but does that non-glass feel compared to an iPhone? It doesn't bother you?
I'm just like over the luxurious feel of the iPhone. Like the slipperiness.
Yeah.
It's just like, I like it. It's beautiful. I love the look of it. But when it comes down to just how it feels in your hands, something about the Pixel, and it's very difficult to put into words, just feels so good. I think part of it has to do with like the rounded back and the square front. You actually mentioned something about that, I think, on Twitter or something recently. I think you were commenting on that for the Samsung.
The rounded back, or on the new one?
I might have been you, or it might have been someone else. How they just the flat front, no rounded edges on the front.
I am so in love with having a flat. Let me just switch over here. Yeah. I'm so in love with having a flat screen again.
That feels good.
I mean, that just because I used to have this issue where you see my palm right here. Mm-hmm. I used to get palm hits, like so I would reach across. I reach across like this to hit something, and I would next thing I know I'd start playing the next video. I'm like, no, I'm in the middle of watching a BMAC video. I don't want to watch, the swimsuit try-on. Well, maybe I will, and then I'll get back to BMAC. But you know.
And I commented on that too. I think it was the Note 20 Ultra review video I uploaded. I had accidental presses because of that design.
And it's not a bad thing. Mm-hmm. But after going from like the Note 10 Plus that I had was curved edges, and the only way I got rid of those palm rejections is because I had a thin Pitaka case on there, and I have a Pitaka case on my phone coming for this as well, and it's not like it was a big thing, but when I was using it without anything on it, it was a thing, right?
Yeah.
And you can turn off sensitivity, this and that, and some people didn't have it because maybe they don't have big gorilla hands like me, right? And so it's a thing, right? So
yeah, so it's definitely something worth keeping in mind. But I don't know how we started talking about how the Pixel 5 feels in your hands, but I do still stand by that.
You're starting about the premiumness.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I guess you enjoy the different materials that Android uses.
Right? Yeah. I think this, some people would call them plasticky, but when it's in your hand, it just feels. I don't need my phone. I'd love my phone to perform as $1,000 phone. I don't necessarily need it to feel like $1,000 phone. The slipperiness that you get because of like the stainless steel and the glass, everything that the iPhones are using, is just wearing off on me now. Whereas the textured kind of back that the Pixel 5 has, with the perfectly placed fingerprint sensor right there, that little dimple on the back, it's just like you hold it in your. I have it literally over here. I should have brought it on for the stream, but holding it in your hand just feels so good. So, from the design perspective, I love the squared off edges on the iPhone 12. I've been asking for years for them to bring that back. So I do appreciate that. But I would not hate going back to a matte feel, whether that's like matte. Honestly, I would love for it to be, I would love to have the feel of the iPhone 12 in the iPhone 12 Pro Max. Does that make sense? Like how they have the matte squared aluminum size, right?
Okay, yeah. What
about I love that.
Like I don't know if this is possible to go back to this. And remember when iPhones used to be metal, like aluminum and all everything like that, right?
Yeah.
Would you go back to that? I don't know if they could do that with wireless charging now, the whole MagSafe thing.
Right.
So, yeah.
Pixel 5, iPhone 5. I still think is my favorite iPhone design because of just the way it's thin, it's squared off. but it has beautiful matte edges. I miss that phone. I just consistently, when I'm thinking about my favorite Apple products, that one, for whatever reason, just continues to jump up on the list. So